One of the actually quite disappointing things about space aliens, when you really do meet them in person, and after you stop being scared, is that they ironically don't measure up to all of the popular cultural depictions of them. They don't want you to take them to your leader. Like you can even agree who'd that be, that's half the problem with you guys. They generally don't come from planets where everybody belongs to some unified polity. We Neptunians believe that. Come on, even the guys on our ship can't agree on which side the toilet paper should fall, and you just assume we're the Borg light. After their panic had subsided into curiosity, people tended to ask the usual questions. So, really, are you here to conquer us? No, I think we'd set our sights a little higher than that. Are you here to help us solve our problems or give us some advanced technology? Good grief, you're taking a dump on your planet with what you have. Would you give a chimpanzee a machine gun? But how do we know you're telling the truth and you don't want to enslave humanity? Really? You think you're so morally superior? Ever been on a factory farm? For crimini's sake, even if we wanted to, would force 7 billion moaning, rebellious bipeds to make things our systems could make in 4 seconds? Here's a ball. Would you like to bounce it? Some people want insider information and assume the aliens know it all, or are interested. So who killed JFK? Can't be arsed to find out, sorry. Did you take Elvis? He's dead, man, dead. Deal with it. And then always the big existential questions. Can you tell us if God exists? Me and Jiff and Peel believe he exists. Maddle and, I think, Wham don't. Because our civilization is advanced doesn't mean we know everything. What do you mean you don't know for sure? Did Christ redeem man or did he not? Look, we have our own holy scriptures, but Christ came to save man, not myths. You grubby people evidently need the redemption a lot more than we do. Are all extraterrestrials so fucking condescending? Not saying we're perfect, Earthling, far from it, but look, not to put too fine a point on it, you're the undesirables of the galaxy. If you all began to travel and settle through space, would all start whispering, "Ah, the Earth trash have moved in. There goes the neighborhood." Hey, we've achieved some great things. Republic, Hamlet, Beethoven's Ninth, the Eiffel Tower, DNA sequencing. Yes, yes, indeed. Nicely done. Even a blind squirrel finds some nuts. So why did these aliens come here? It's quite an odd reason. Apparently our failings make us adorable. How do babies make it to adulthood when all they do as infants is cry, poop, and cry more? They survive because their parents love them and think they are cute. Even though the Mittians roll their eyes at many human practices, they do have 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, though they claim more can be attached as desired. They have a lot of affection for what they call in their chief language, those lovable screw-ups. Even though your cat might nip at you occasionally, or make a mess, you retain a fond indulgence for it and laugh, understanding its limitations and rooting for it to do better. You know that if you absolutely needed to, you could boot the cat outdoors. In the same way, the Mittians could probably implode the Earth faster than a Lady Gaga costume change if things got out of control, but they'd never do that. Some humans would inevitably look at them with their big basset hound eyes, and the Mittians would say, "Aw, geez,